live content accounts for almost a quarter of global viewing time. Live video generates 27% more minutes of watch time per viewing than on-demand video. Live streaming is a $70 billion industry. What does it all mean? Let's find out on the Why I Go Live podcast with Coach Kirk.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. We are back for another exciting episode of the Why I Go Live podcast. Man, if you have been tracking with us, if you have watched episodes 1, 2, and 3, let us know. Drop us an email at info@howitallworks. That email address will be in the show notes below. Man, these are our launch episodes. Some of you are watching them individual, week by week, but others of you are just binge listening. And I love that. I love that. We're excited to get that feedback from you. We talked to you in episode 1 about the way that this thing was launched, the concept that it came out of, helping people to recognize the exponential opportunity that is live streaming, and that it is not stuck within a particular niche or for a particular profile of person. Live streaming is quite literally for everyone. I shared with you that I believe live streaming is going to be like a driver's license. Everybody's going to have one. And we're excited to be able to share with you these stories. Our guest today, taking another clip from that original series that we had on the How It All Works show, is JP HighTek from Perfect Zone Production. This guy is a remote producer. He is a branding expert, a web designer, photographer. He is a live show host. He has a studio up the road from me in Nashville, Tennessee, and he is a consummate professional. And I'm excited to be able to share with you what he has to say in this clip. Let's listen.
And live video has transformed, I repeat, transformed the face of my business. And one thing you hear a lot in my industry that I am in, right, in the creator economy industry, and I create a lot, is show me what you can do. Right. People always want to ask you to show them what you're capable of. Well, guess what? My live stream or my live videos are already a portfolio to show my potential clientele what I can or cannot do. See, the thing is that people always want to know, what are you capable of?
Yeah.
But there's a clear difference between when you do it live and when you do it pre-recorded. I always talk about something with the wow factor. I always talk about that. What is your wow factor in whatever industry you're in whatever you do? Well, the wow factor for my potential clientele is when they see me do what they take hours to do. Post-production edited. I'm doing that live. And I'm talking about real live. There's a difference between pre-recorded broadcasted live and a true live. Now we're talking about true live. Just like you watching CNN or Fox News or whatever. There's a difference there. A lot of times people don't talk about that. We're discussing about true live, meaning we're reading the comment section right now. It's happening right now. We're reading that, and now later, not pre-recording them, broadcasting. There's a difference there because there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of preparation, a lot of understanding, being ready, because whenever you go live and you do it, any mistake that you do live, it just happened. You can't go back and fix it. No. You just got to keep moving. Now, the difference between a professional that can handle that and overcome that right now is the experience and the time you've taken to practice. So my business showed my clientele that this person knows to the T what he's talking about, and I do not need him to prove himself. So what that does for me is whenever I get on a Zoom call, I've already proven myself. I'm 50% in your pocket. The client already sold 50%. Now the question is to identify if we are a good fit. Also understanding that it's not everyone that wants to work with you that should be working with you. Let's go, family.
There is so much, and again, this is I know, JP, I know.
Kirk, hey, family. I hope you guys listen to what we're saying right now, because literally this is what's putting money on the table now. I was just telling Kirk earlier. He knew that. For the folks that don't know, this is our 9 to 5. This is what we do time to feed our families. We don't have anything outside of what we're doing right now. So if we don't win, we don't eat. This is how serious this is for me and for Kirk Nugent.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If we don't lend the clientele, we don't pay our electricity bill.
Come on.
So please understand that these things that we're talking about will literally put money in your bank account, right? Literally. A lot of folks do not realize how to leverage the creator economy to pay you. This is how you leverage it. Yeah. I always say what Kirk said. Let me just say in a different way so that it can give you a different perspective. Your live broadcast is not the ending point. It's the starting point. Your live broadcast is allowing you to start a conversation. That means that before you go live, before you post those videos, before you have a podcast, make sure that your ending point is ready. Make sure that your leading page, your landing page, your conversational things are set. Meaning your website, your lead magnet, everything that's going to allow you to actually get paid is ready before you go live. Because ultimately, when people look at you, they're going to want to work with you. If they try to look you up and they can barely find you. Again, folks, being on all social media platforms doesn't mean you are found. You need a home where you remove the competition and you have 100% focus on you. You cannot be on YouTube and then there's 1,000 other people doing similar things like you and you think you're going to lend that clientele. No, you need to have your own way for them to focus on your product. That is on your website. What do? You design the experience that they go on.
Oh my.
Folks, there's a lot to this. We can't talk about this in this show, but I'm telling you, this is how it happens because you're leveraging podcasting, you're leveraging YouTube, you're leveraging social media to start a conversation. And once they look you up, like everybody does today, your established platform will either start the conversation or end it.
That's it.
It's in your hands, folks.
What? My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I had to take a moment to he said your live stream, your live presence, will either start the conversation or end it. Oh my goodness. As you can imagine, I get so fired up when I get a chance to talk with fellow creators. If you didn't notice, even as I was doing the intro for JP HighTek, he is in the exact same space as me. When he talked about, Kirk, for us, this is real. If we don't win, we don't eat. And I want you to look at that from two different perspectives. From the first perspective, the surface perspective, of course, it says that these guys are in it for the money. These guys are in it to win it. They're not playing around with this thing. I might be in this thing just to kind of see what kind of impact I could have. Winning will take on different definitions for different people. So for me, it is a business. There's no doubt about that. And I'm unapologetic where that's concerned. But I also want to have impact. There are live shows that I do that have nothing to do with creating a portfolio or any of that stuff, but I still do them with excellence because I know that my potential clients may come and see my live show and then say, I want that person to produce my show. So yes, I have those multiple components when I go live, but for you, it may just be that you want to impact your particular audience. But the other piece of that is this thing is lucrative. I want to pause there. Somebody saying to themselves, can this really blow up my service, my product, my what it is I'm trying to do? I'm an entrepreneur. Maybe I'm a small business. Maybe I'm a coach, author, consultant. I've got a book. All right. Could live streaming really be the missing ingredient for success? Well, that's the subtag line for the show, Why I Go Live. And the answer is yes, y'all. You heard it. You heard JP say it not only with certainty, but with passion. The guy said, this is my portfolio. This is my wow factor. I've already proven myself. So when I come to the Zoom meeting, it's just a matter of figuring out, are we a good fit? It's not a matter about whether I can do the work. He also talked about leveraging the creator economy. I can't tell you how many people I get a chance to coach and work with, and they're saying, man, I can't wait till I'm monetized on YouTube. I can't wait till I can actually get some money from my live show. And I'm like, your mindset is incorrect. From day one, your live show should be monetized. From day one, you should be looking at ways to sponsor and offset and offload responsibilities so that you can maintain consistency. There's some things around this thing. This is the Why I Go Live podcast. And so we really hone in on why you should be going live. But I also want to make sure you know that there is, some structure you want to put around that thing. And I hope that you check us out for that. Because here at How It All Works, here at Composition, that's what we do. We help people, coaches, authors, consultants, thought leaders, Fortune 500 companies, CEOs, small businesses. It doesn't matter. If you've got a message, you want to get out to a broader audience. You want to serve a particular target at scale. Live streaming is a great vehicle to make sure that that happens. And I'm challenging you. You're probably paused somewhere where you're listening right now. You might be on the treadmill, on the bike. You might be on the Peloton. You might be in the grocery store, in the milk aisle, looking at some eggs. I don't know where you are listening to this, but I'm challenging you to think about your goals and priorities in life, and start to draw that point, the tangent, to say that maybe live streaming could be the missing ingredient. It's your boy, Kirk Nugent, the Geek Speaker Preacher. Thankful for your time and attention today. We will see you around these internet streets or in the next podcast episode.
Why I Go Live, hosted by Coach Kirk, is a composition production. Real streamers, honest stories, and incredible impact. Add your voice to the conversation. Go to kirkrnugent.live/member to join the community. And let's figure out how it all works.